Hello guys, Techinthehouse here yet for another live stream. Thank you for joining and we'll be starting soon. Hello there, thank you for joining yet another live stream and we'll be starting soon. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe and grab some Takis and enjoy. Just doing some hardware checkups both in image and sound and we'll be starting shortly. Hello guys, Techinthehouse here, thank you for joining the live stream. We'll be starting shortly. As you've already seen by the title probably, today we have two articles, one about YouTubers somehow making possible to take selfies from a satellite. Not sure what this is about, but we'll be reading it soon. And another article about Elon Musk targeting OpenAI transition from a non-profit organization for a for-profit organization. So this is going to be interesting. Stay tuned and we'll be start shortly. As always, this is gonna be a free open space for debate, so please do let your comments and opinions either on the chat if you're watching this live or on the comment section down below if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video. Thank you for joining and we'll be starting shortly. Test 23, okay, sound is working. Okay, so we'll start now. Welcome everyone. If anyone has just joined, welcome. Sit back and relax. As always, this is just a series of live streams which we do, in which we just have an open debate, a normal discussion with no strings attached, and hopefully reach some interesting conclusions. So, as always, feel free to leave all your thoughts and opinions either on the comment section below or on the chat live. Today we have two articles, one titled "You Can Take a Selfie with the Earth Using YouTube Satellite," and another one about how Elon Musk appears to be targeting OpenAI for profit transition in a new feeling. So it's gonna be interesting. We'll start with the first one about this supposedly selfie with a YouTuber's satellite. I have no idea what this is about. Does it sound possible? No, not likely. Maybe there's some kind of trick and it's just something made for the headers to sound impressive, but hopefully we'll get all that hair cleared out. So let's see what this is all about. Mark Rober is teaming up with Google and T-Mobile to launch a satellite into orbit for Earth selfies. So just from this subtitle now it seems pretty legit since T-Mobile is involved, so it seems to be some sort of collaboration in between a YouTube and a satellite mobile provider. So credibility just skyrocketed from 1% to 100%. This is an article by Andrew J. Watkins, transportation editor with 10 years of experience, someone from the Verge team. So let's see what this is all about. The stunt escalation on YouTube may have reached new heights with Mark Roberts' offer to snap anyone's selfie with the planet Earth using a satellite he's launching into orbit with the help of Google and T-Mobile. Rober is a former NASA engineer who made a name for himself on YouTube by glitter bombing porch pirates, creating the world's largest super soaker, and building an obstacle course for squirrels. Now he's merging his interests with the launch of a satellite that can take photos of anyone's portrait displayed on a Google Pixel with a Earth. Yes, planet Earth in the background. Okay, that's interesting. So apparently this is something that I don't know about, and that's why it didn't sound as credible, but this YouTuber is allegedly a former NASA engineer, so suddenly everything just makes sense. And if you guys already knew this, probably you already took this as granted as something that was actually happening. But I would say that for a person who has no idea who this Mark Rober is, this would sound like fiction. But apparently it all makes sense, and it's developed not only based on his knowledge, of course, by having been a NASA engineer, but also with the help of Google and T-Mobile. So seems like a fun experiment that will be available for the average consumer. So things like that are always welcome, I would say. If you tell Robert where you live, he claims that he'll take the selfie while the satellite is located over your city, and he'll tell you exactly when the photo is going to be taken so you can go outside and technically get in the shot twice. The satellite is scheduled to be launched by SpaceX in January 2005 aboard the Transporter 12 mission, and is set to start taking selfie photos a few months after that. Yes, it's a total gimmick, and while Rover and T-Mobile are advertising the opportunity as free, I regret to inform you that there are some strings attached. You'll need to subscribe to Crunch Labs, which offers engineering build kits for kids to get the free code for a satellite selfie. Crunch Labs subscriptions run between $25 to $80 annually, depending on a selected package. Existing T-Mobile subscribers can also get a free code via the T-Life app, and Google Pixel customers are being offered codes as well. Codes can be redeemed starting December 3rd at spaceselfie.com. You'll be directed to upload your selfie, after which you'll receive an email allowing you to track when your selfie will be taken. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, but as far as I can understand, there will be a period of time in which a satellite will be launched by SpaceX, and there was made some sort of agreement in between all these entities, Google, Mark Rober, who's the other one, T-Mobile, the satellite company, mobile, and apparently to some extent at some point in time, assuming that you are one of these people enrolled in the project, either by paying or by receiving these discount codes that are mentioned here on the end, you'll be able to, at a specific place and at a specific time, look up and then get your selfie taken near our house or whatever location is set to be for the photo to take place. Sounds like a lot of work for just a little experiment, but not sure what's the benefit of this. But there is indeed a video here that might bring some clarity to all of this, so we can watch it later. Let's continue with the article. So Robert has a whole YouTube video explaining the mechanics of the selfie taking satellite. There are actually 2 cameras and 2 Google Pixel phones mounted on either side of the satellite for redundancy, and the whole thing is powered by an expensive solar array, sending energy to a 120 watts battery pack. This actually creates a unique problem for the satellite, which needs to be facing at least 3 different ways for solar energy collection, selfie taking, and sending and receiving of pictures. With no proper... Excuse me just a little bit, we're having some sound trouble, just a few seconds. Okay, sound is almost fixed, give me just a second. We're having some noise trouble, I'll be fixing that, just a second. Okay, I apologize, we'll be making a short break and we'll be back. I'll be sending you guys to the pause screen. Okay, and we are back. I apologize for the interruption. So where were we on the article? Okay, this actually creates a unique problem for the satellite, which needs to be facing at least 3 different ways for solar energy collection, selfie taking, and the sending and receiving of pictures, with no propellers or thrusters to help change positions. To solve this, Robert's team installed a flywheel inside the satellite to help it change positions depending on which action it's performing. Pretty smart. Okay, so apparently there's a full done YouTube video explaining how exactly this satellite works. I'd say that's more for the enthusiasts and are not particular for this live stream in specific, although it is tech related, but it's not really relevant for what we're discussing. But I'm curious on the specifics of this. It's very interesting, because why would they take so much time and effort and money probably to build such thing when it seems to be nothing but a funny experiment? I feel compelled to watch the video just to get a little bit more to understand what exactly it does. How much time and effort.
Novo Nestlé Kefir, com 0% de matéria gorda e leveduras de kefir.
But it doesn't seem justified. I'm confused.
Esse é o meu novíssimo
Let's see if we can figure out something by the video. Why build a satellite? Why launch a satellite? I mean, we do know that SpaceX is what they do, but why make a partnership with them to take selfies? I mean, they are charging people effectively, of course, $25, $8 annually, assuming you're making a CrunchLab subscription. But would people subscribe just to get this awesome selfie? I'm not sure. And is it that awesome at all to begin with? Sounds a little more like just a crazy experiment that will be way more effective at grabbing headlines other than actually producing profits. So if anything, is getting people to talk about these brands and these people, but I would think that it won't be any more successful at any other objectives they could have set. And the video is full of ads, so this is not a flawless experience at all. So okay, we'll be making a short break, seconds. Again, I'll be back seconds. I'll be sending you guys to the pause screen. Okay, so we are back. Once again, I apologize for the interruption, so just a little short break. Okay, so let's see what people are commenting about these news. There's just one comment, maybe zero. Let's make sure this comment actually exists. But I'm struggling to understand the purpose of this project. I really don't see it. Please do let me know in the comment section how do you feel about this fun experiment of being able to take a selfie from the satellite? I'm struggling to understand, like, isn't this just Google Maps type pictures but with your face and wherever the surroundings where you are? I don't understand the purpose of this. But please do let me know your opinions on the comment section down below. We have here Cortes Sweetie, who commented, "My 9-year-old got Crunch Labs for his birthday and he's going to lose it when he hears about this." Okay, maybe the issue is that I have no idea what this Crunch Labs is. Let's try and figure out what this is. Let's see. Okay, I will have to do one more interruption. I can't promise it's not the last one, but it will be really quickly. I apologize everyone, and I'll be sending you very shortly for the post screen. I'll be back very shortly. Okay guys, we are back. Once again, I apologize for this little break. We have some issues of related to sound around, and this happens sometimes. It is life, but we are back, and now we are kind of in a different location, so probably there won't be any noise problems around. So let's continue. So where were we? Oh yes, maybe this all sounds crazy to me because I have no idea what this company Crunch Labs is. Because reportedly this comment is saying that he or she, was it a he or she? She has a son and is very excited about this. And he subscribed to Crunch Labs. Or rather, he got a subscription for his birthday. And I'm wondering what is all this? Where is Crunch Labs? Like, from what I understood, this Mark Rober is a YouTuber, a former NASA employee, and then he probably was the one that came up with this crazy idea, supposedly, and then asked for help of Google, SpaceX, and T-Mobile. Sounds reasonable, but why go to so much lengths just to build a fun experiment? I mean, he's a YouTuber, of course. Most YouTubers live up of this, doing fun experiments. But I don't see. I find it's so extra. What is Crunch Labs exactly? I think I'm missing something. So, Crunch Labs is a monthly STEM subscription box for kids, teens, and adults designed by former NASA engineer YouTuber Mark Rober. Okay, so this is a product he builds and sells. Or he created, he invented it and sells. I would say it's like an analog of YouTube merch. I would say that's what it sounds like. But let's get hold the doubts away and see specifically what are we dealing with. So this is Mark Robber, I suppose. Play like an engineer, build a new toy, and please everyone looking, watching, please, this is not an ad. Everyone there at home, do not think I'm making publicity to this person. I have never heard of this person before this video before, so this is not an ad, this is not sponsored at all. I can say confidently, do not buy Crunch Labs because I have no idea if this is a good product, so this is not sponsored at all. But continuing. So apparently they sell subscription boxes for kids and for teen adults. It seems to be some sort of DIY project. Do it yourself. That's what it looks like. Something that you buy and you can build, because kids usually like these types of toys. So okay, he has a toys company, right? That's what it sounds like, and it's toys like related to the space and spaceships and building things and having an inventive mindset and appealing to creativity. That's what this all looks like. You see, thinking like an engineer means you're resilient, is getting back up after being knocked down and approaching things differently. That determination helps kids tackle everyday challenges, and it's the same determination that puts rovers on other dang planets. Founder of Crunch Labs, Mark Robber. Okay, good, inspirational quote. Oh, you have here some kids that are very happy. Kristen is saying best gift. He had the box open and was building within moments of receiving it. Then he showed his siblings and his neighborhood friends just how cool it was. Okay. We have here Vivek saying she loves these boxes. Thinking like an engineer. Okay, kids love these boxes. I get the idea. There's probably 1,000 reviews, and they seem to be certified and recognized by a bunch of award companies and notorious brands. That's good. So it is something pretty established. Not sure when was it invented, but okay. So Mark Robber is a famous person, as far as I can tell. Maybe not where I reside here in Europe, but in America at least that's what it looks like. And he suddenly decided to do a little project to expand on his ambitions, I suppose, or maybe, I don't know, maybe he has even done projects way more ambitious than this one of taking selfies with a satellite. So maybe I'm lacking a lot of information, and that's why this news doesn't strike me as interesting as the next one, which is about Elon Musk targeting OpenAI transition from a non-profit organization for a profit organization. Look at this, a company that had no goals or intention of making money suddenly, after releasing ChatGPT, decides, oh no, we want to earn money, we want to tax people for using our products which were created in the beginning with no profits in mind to begin with. We were a non-profit company, we made a good product, good enough that we started, oh no, we have to sell this, we can just give it for free. That's basically what happened, and Musk apparently is targeting them. Let's not forget that Musk and OpenAI have ties from the past, and some people allege that Elon Musk is just jealous of their success. And okay, so let's see what this is all about. Let's just close here Crunch Lab because it's not needed anymore. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Let's get into it. So, Musk attorneys say if OpenAI goes for profit, it could lack sufficient funds for damages if Musk wins his lawsuit. Okay, let's see. This is by Wes Davis, a weekend editor. So let's see what this is all about. What is Musk alleging? How is Sam Altman, which is OpenAI CEO, defending himself? Let's see what's happening. Let's see what this is all about. This drama. This is all drama. There's a lot of drama in the tech world, we have to admit. Tech world is very dramatic, I'd say. There's always someone suing someone. There's always a company violating another company's rules. There are secret agreements made behind closed doors. So we can't deny that it's very dramatic. But let's get into it. That's why we like it. That's why we like the tech world. So, in a new motion, it's never on a halt. It's always moving. There's always something happening. Except when there's nothing interesting being launched. So the interesting things are happening behind closed doors. But every now and then there's always leaks. So things do get out here for us to consume the content and be happy about what the interesting things that are happening, thanks to the leaks. But let's continue. So, in a new motion filed late Friday in his lawsuit against OpenAI, Elon Musk attorneys have asked for a preliminary injunction to stop OpenAI from transitioning to a for-profit enterprise. Reports TechCrunch. They also asked the judge to forbid the company from continuing alleged practices that they say violate US antitrust laws. Interesting. Okay. So Elon Musk attorneys, they are trying to stop OpenAI from transitioning. So now this raises a question. So does this mean that OpenAI hasn't transitioned yet from non-profit to for-profit enterprise? I thought they had already, because they have had this intention for quite some time. Just like I was saying, ever since they launched ChatGPT, which has been what, a year? Yes, already. So ever since then, and how successful it was, they wanted to transition, and they quickly after launch they started charging for ChatGPT with ChatGPT Pro and the version that works better. I do remember in the beginning ChatGPT was crazy fast. This is how it went historically, and you guys there at home, you probably remember if you started using ChatGPT very early in December. So it was like it was super fast in the beginning, then they started slowing it down on purpose, and suddenly a new version was released, which was $20 per I don't know how much it costs currently, but it was $20, and yes, you could get it fast again. Basically it was the Pro version, the Plus version, the fast version, but everyone knew no. But last week it was fast for everyone, and they would just say that, oh no, but the user base grew so rapidly that now our servers can't stand to be fast for everyone, so we need to reduce the influx of people using the fast version, so we'll give it just to the Pro users. But actually, eventually some time passed, and then it became fast again anyway. And suddenly the Pro version, it was not that much about speed, but rather it was more capable. It was a better version. It was 3.5. It was more. It was sharper. It was quicker. Not quicker, I mean, but it was the way it built the answers was more organized. And then suddenly the Pro version, rather than velocity or speed, it became more about quality of the response. And fast forward to today, now we have what? We are in, I think, the free version is ChatGPT 3.5, which they renamed to 4.0 Mini, I think. And the paid version is the 4 Normal, which you actually still can access for free, but it has a limit of answers or kind of content being produced. And when that limit is reached, you need to wait a refractory period to get it back for free. But that's the 4.0, no, which you can have unlimited for in the paid version, I believe. But yes, and still the differentiator between the free and the paid version is still quality. I would not say speed, because I have the free version, it's very quick, so it's really about quality of answers. You can tell the difference. You can tell that 4.0 is way sharper than the 4 Mini, which I believe it's just 3.5 renamed. Please do let me know if I'm saying a mistake, but that's what it sounded like ever since the transition was made. But okay, so let's continue. So we have here, Musk's lawyers claim that because of CEO Sam Altman's alleged self-dealing, OpenAI will likely lack sufficient funds to pay damages. If Musk wins the suit, the motion follows reports of OpenAI's intent to become a for-profit business, and that it recently began early talks with regulators to move its structural change forward. Okay, so now they're trying to change for a for-funds company, a for-profit company. Okay, let's keep up with the story. So, as for antitrust claims, Musk lawyers allege that OpenAI and Microsoft told investors not to fund their mutual competitors, which they say violates the Sherman Act. And they claim that Musk verified that at least one major investor that had previously contributed to the XAI funding round has since declined to invest in XAI. Interesting. So apparently there's a Sherman Act which forbids people from telling investors not to fund competitors. And apparently OpenAI and Microsoft have done that. We do know that OpenAI has been in a tight partnership with Microsoft ever since at least that we know, at least that I'm aware of, but ever since ChatGPT came to life or was released to the public. Then shortly after, OpenAI started helping Microsoft with Bing, which was based on ChatGPT, by the way, and then eventually Bing was renamed to Copilot, and it's still based in ChatGPT, and it uses largely ChatGPT technology. Even for image generation, it uses not DaVinci, but what's the name of OpenAI's image generation? Is it DaVinci, Leonardo? No, but it has the name of a painter or something like that. But Continuing with the article, they also allege that OpenAI benefits from wrongfully obtaining competitively sensitive information gained through Microsoft connections they insist are effectively prohibited under the Clayton Act. I love that these American rules have strange names, probably from the people who invented them or developed these rules. But let's see, what is OpenAI doing? Apparently wrongfully obtaining sensitive information through the Microsoft connections. Well, this is... I'm sure this happens all the time, it goes unchecked, but sure, it's good to see someone bringing it to light, like Elon Musk and their lawyers. But let's continue. The lawyers claim that the very reason Microsoft obtained its board seat, referring to Microsoft's VP Templeton's time as a non-voting board member at OpenAI, was to coordinate business decisions with OpenAI. OpenAI spokeswoman Anna Wong said in a statement emailed to The Verge, Elon's fourth attempt, which again recycles the same baseless complaints, continues to be utterly without merit. Okay, interesting. And we have here an update from, let's see, are these the court documents? Oh, this is like that, just like that, publicly available, like in a easily accessible way, because usually it's not that easy to access these things, but it's just right here for us to read it. Of course, we'll not go through this, it's probably pages and pages of like political, I don't want to say jargon, but political, I don't want to say nonsense either, but political vocabulary, like it's not English, it's political-ish. But okay, let's see what people are commenting about. It's very interesting. I mean, I like to see OpenAI scrutinized and getting questions that they should answer, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel pretty 60-40 about this, not 50-50, but I like that they're challenging OpenAI. It's important for them to not go unchecked, since they're having such an impact on people's lives and collecting a bunch of information, by the way. I can't tell you how much people put private information on ChatGPT, and you have to. If you want to get good quality answers, you need to provide ChatGPT with details. The more details you give ChatGPT, the better the answer you'll get. But yes, all that information goes to OpenAI. How is it processed? I have no idea. Probably there's some kind of anonymity, and because that's how usually brands are supposed to operate, with anonymity, but I have no idea how is it processed. But let's see. We have here Dan Splosion saying, relating to this quote, that Musk verified at least one major investor, previous contributor to XAI, has since declined. So he says, hence violating the not giving money to Elon Musk Act. See also companies that don't advertise on Twitter. Okay, this is a funny remark. Is it like, does it represent the truth? Maybe. I don't know. So let's continue. We have here George 897524 saying, the lawsuit is nothing more than a bunch of what ifs and maybes and should be thrown out without a hearing. Sam and Leon are not friends, everyone knows that, but Leon throwing money at junk filings means he's against the wall and losing badly, and he's just trying to slow Sam down a bit until the orange Cheeto will do it for him. The problem is that at that point Leon could be on the outs, and Sam is the new it guy. Okay, interesting. Sam and Leon are friends, everyone's happy. I have no idea who these people are, so this comment doesn't mean much to me. But we have here Kiwi Meek 122334566777543 saying, at this point it's getting sad. Why does Space Karen keep bringing lawsuits that have little chance of success? Space Karen. But just bring attention to his company's failing, in this case XAI. I got to the end of that, realized it was a question. Say what? I got to the end of that, realized it was a question. Now say what? Okay, I'm not getting the meaning of this sentence. I knew the answer to, he's the richest man in the world and he's bored. Okay, but I do get the end of this sentence, and that is very true. And I will not make an effort to read the previous part, because we have to move. We have here CJ Drops saying, I'm so tired of this self-serving sack of shit. Remember what happened to the healthy at the gangs of New York? To what Mac Jabber Clackers responded. Yeah, so the next 4 years will be swamped with news around this sack of shit and that other sack of shit, and then probably a few more along the way. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the previous things done regarding cases like this, so I will not comment on this, but it is a funny exchange between CJ Drops and Mac Jabberclackers. But we have here another one that is actually more interesting. We have here JJ AKSIC saying Musk used to have noble intentions, including when he started OpenAI, but has since become the epitome of a corrupt, self-dealing CEO with more conflicts of interest and antitrust issues internationally than anybody can count. He might as well also sue himself in this respect, but of course he's nothing if not hypocritical. I understand this is a very critic, like JJAK6 is criticizing Musk here very roughly, I'd say, but it makes sense in the sense that he says that Musk has had noble intentions in the past, but now he's just become more corrupt and self-oriented and cares more about his companies rather than anything else. That's what I'm taking from what he's saying. Is this true? Some people would say yes, some people would say no. Well, I do not have a constructed opinion on this, but it is important things to analyze, of course. So let's move on. We have here null code saying this time he doesn't need merit. He owns all three branches of government as the head of the billionaire cartel oligarchy about to get control of America. Okay, I think people are more, in the next comment as well, it mentions Trump. So I think people here are more concerned about his involvement in the politics and how influence he has gained through these months. So that's what people are more concerned about, not the tech side, and that is very important. It's just that, and I care about it, of course. I think we all should care about what happens in America since it impacts the whole world. However, this is not the purpose of the live stream. That's why I'll be jumping over this. Not because it doesn't matter, but because it's not the purpose of this live stream. But of course, these are all interesting matters to talk about, but this is just politics, and this is not the purpose of this live stream. So I'll jump all the politic comments. Political comments are not to be read because they do not stand the goal of these live streams. Let's see what else we have here. Grok is garbage compared to GPT-4. It's sour grapes. Okay, it appears Amy saying that Grok is another AI. Never heard of it. Not sure. Maybe Grok is from XAI. That's what it sounds like a competitor. Okay, so I think it's an interesting thing to think about. So two people who have worked together in the past, they have now separate companies, and one of them tries to sue the other while having a competitor company. Yes, it's complicated. It raises concerns like what are his intentions? What is he trying to achieve? He's really fighting for consumers, or does he just has personal goals that he wants to achieve? We don't know. But at the end of the day, I think for us consumers, it's good for OpenAI to get thoroughly scrutinized, and so that we know exactly what they're doing, how they're operating. I've seen this quote. It was a quote. I've seen it a long time ago, like months ago, but it was a quote, and I think it was, I don't know if it was Sam Altman himself, but it was someone in OpenAI saying that OpenAI internally is always two versions of ChatGPT ahead of the publicly released version. So currently we are in 4.0, I think, at least the free version. We are in 4.0 and 4.0 mini. So this would mean that internally OpenAI is on ChatGPT, what, 6? We don't know, maybe 6.0. There are two versions ahead. Someone on the company has mentioned this. I've seen it months ago, and it's interesting to think about. So how far can they go in this pursuit for digital intelligence? I guess we'll have to wait and see. I would say pretty far. I'd say we're not far from creating a sentient machine, not in the sense of having control over the physical world and a body, but rather being capable of grasping on the processes that it takes to have an opinion rather than faking it. I don't think we're far from that, because actually I don't think in reality itself as a person it doesn't take much more than that. I don't think our brain functions much more differently than that. So, but it is a whole nother philosophical discussion, and those are just my thoughts. So please let me know in the comment section how do you feel about this. Do you think AI will eventually achieve something similar to the human consciousness? Do you think we actually operate to an extent similar to how ChatGPT operates? Do let me know what you think about all these on the comment section down below if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, or on the chat if you're watching this live. So these were the two articles I had for today. Honestly, it's been, for these 2 days, not much has been happening on the tech world. That's why the articles are not like 3 or 4 articles, it's just 1 or 2 articles, because there's not that much happening yet. Soon a lot of things are promised to be coming, and I'll be covering them, of course. So thank you for joining me once again. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, if it was your first live stream that you watched on the channel, these are just an open space in which we debate important topics and reach hopefully important conclusions. Everyone is free to comment down below in the chat. I'm always very eager to know your thoughts and opinions, so even if you're watching this later as a pre-recorded live stream, do comment how your thoughts and how you feel about all these in the comment section down below. Thank you for joining me once again. So this is the end of the live stream. I'm Techinthehouse, and I'll be sending you guys to the spray screen. I'll see you next time. See you. This is your captain speaking. Thank you for watching this live stream. Hope you had a fun time discussing tech topics. This live stream will collapse soon, so buckle up, get your seatbelt on, and prepare for the takeoff.